Artificial intelligence is often described as humanity's greatest invention. But there is a question we rarely ask, not what AI can do, not how powerful it will become, but something far more dangerous. Who owns it? Because whoever controls intelligence controls decisions, controls systems, controls reality itself. This is not a story about technology. This is a story about power. Throughout history, power has always followed the control of resources. First, it was land, then energy, then capital. More recently, it's been information, but artificial intelligence is different. It's not just another resource to be controlled, it's a decision-making force. Think about it. AI decides which information we see online, shaping our worldview every single day. It optimizes global economies, deciding which businesses thrive and which ones fail. It determines who gets a loan, who gets a job interview, who gets access to critical services. AI sets the standards for what is considered efficient, acceptable, or even valuable in our society. In a world increasingly run by algorithms, ownership of AI is nothing less than ownership of the future. The stakes couldn't be higher. We often hear that AI is objective, that it's purely data-driven, unbiased, and rational, a perfect tool for making fair decisions. But this is an illusion, a dangerous one. AI doesn't exist in a vacuum. Every single system reflects the biases of its creators. It reflects the data it was trained on. And if that data is skewed, the AI's decisions will be skewed too. It reflects the goals it was programmed to achieve and the hidden values embedded deep within its design. Bias doesn't just disappear when you hand a decision over to a machine. It becomes invisible. It gets laundered through complex code, making it almost impossible to spot. When our most important decisions are automated, power hides behind a screen of neutrality. And when something goes wrong, accountability becomes a ghost, impossible to pin down. So, who's building this new reality? Right now, the most advanced AI systems are being developed and controlled by a handful of private corporations. These tech giants hold all the keys to the kingdom. They control the massive data sets needed for training, the immense computing infrastructure required to run the models, and the proprietary architecture that makes it all work. Their incentives are crystal clear: maximize profit, achieve market dominance, and gain a strategic advantage over their competitors. As AI grows more powerful, these corporations are gaining influence that rivals, and in some cases, surpasses, traditional governments. They aren't exerting control through force or laws, but through something far more subtle and pervasive: optimization. They are optimizing our lives, our choices, and our societies to fit their business models. Of course, corporations aren't the only ones in this game. Governments around the world are also racing to harness the power of AI. They see it as an essential tool for maintaining national security, ensuring economic stability, and preserving social order. With AI, they can implement predictive policing, monitor public sentiment, and conduct population-scale surveillance on a level never before imagined. It all sounds efficient, maybe even beneficial. But in the name of that efficiency, our freedoms can become negotiable. The line between protection and control gets thinner and thinner. The real question isn't whether governments will use AI to govern. It's a certainty that they will. The question is how far they will go, and what we might lose along the way. This struggle for control isn't just happening within nations. It's a global power struggle. Artificial intelligence doesn't respect borders, but power dynamics certainly do. We are witnessing a new kind of arms race where nations compete for AI supremacy, data dominance, and computational advantage. It's a silent war fought not with weapons and armies, but with algorithms and intelligence itself. The winners of this race will get to shape global systems to their advantage. They will set the rules for trade, communication, and international relations. The losers will have no choice but to adapt to a reality built by others. In the near future, geopolitics will no longer be about who controls territory. It will be about who controls the algorithms. Is there another way? Some people propose a different future. One built on open-source intelligence, decentralized systems, and public ownership of AI. The idea is simple and appealing. If AI is going to shape all of our society, then it should belong to all of society. It should be a public utility, like water or electricity. But turning this vision into a reality is incredibly difficult. Developing and maintaining powerful AI is astronomically expensive. It requires massive datasets, enormous amounts of energy, and highly complex infrastructure. True democratization of AI faces huge practical limits. Even if we could achieve equality of access, that doesn't guarantee equality of influence. A small group with more resources and expertise could still dominate a supposedly open system. This is where regulation comes in. Lawmakers are attempting to slow down this concentration of power. They're proposing ethical frameworks, transparency laws, and independent oversight committees to keep AI in check. The goal is to ensure these systems are aligned with human values and serve the public good. But there's a fundamental problem. Regulation moves at a snail's pace, while technology advances exponentially. By the time the rules are written, debated, and passed into law, the systems they were meant to govern have already evolved into something new and unrecognizable. The future won't be decided by laws alone. It will be decided by our cultural values, by what we, as a society, are willing to accept from our technology and from those who control it. Ultimately, we have to remember that AI doesn't rule humanity. Humans rule AI. At least, for now. But control is a fragile thing, and it can erode quietly, without us even noticing. It happens when we start to automate too many critical decisions, when the systems become so complex and indispensable that we can't function without them, and when we, as individuals and as a society, stop questioning their outcomes. At that point, ownership becomes purely symbolic. The machine is in charge, even if a human holds the title deed. The most dangerous future isn't one where AI wakes up and rebels against us. It's one where humans willingly surrender their responsibility, one decision at a time. Artificial intelligence is not our destiny, it is a mirror. It reflects who holds power in our world. It reflects what our society truly values, not what it claims to value. And it reflects how we choose to distribute responsibility. The question of who owns AI is really a question of who we trust to shape our reality. The future will not be decided by machines alone. It will be decided by the humans behind them. Thanks for watching. If you want to understand power, intelligence, and the future of civilization, subscribe for more. The next episode explores a world without money. See you next time.